Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Yes, it is. It is live with the QCB on your radio, Fox Sports Radio, Charlotte to be exact. Number to the show to join the conversation. That's easy money. That number 704-227-8986. Yes, the WHINER line is back. It's on. It's popping. Anything in the world of sports you want to get off your chest, call my WHINER line and whine about it. That number 704-227-8668. Hold on, I got to hear something ignorant.
Just generally speaking, and not here, but and not that this matters because this is here. But, you know, in other aspects of my life, we have people for 20, 30 years that work for me. Nobody ever leaves me.
Okay.
Also, catch my show live with the QCB, live online at foxsportsradiocharlotte.com. Go there, click listen live. You got live with the QCB. Also, catch me on your radio station, HD Channel 2s. If you got one, you got all of them. I'm talking 104.7 HD2, 97.9 HD2, 95.1 HD2, and 101.9 HD2. The signal's so strong it goes from here to Fraggle Rock. The signal is stronger than Kurt Russell was in Big Trouble in Little China. It's stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie Commando. It's stronger than Malcolm Jamal Warner cheekbones on the Cosbys. It's stronger than Sylvester Stallone in the movie Over the Top. Leave a comment on my Twitter page. We're live on Twitter at Real QCB. We're live on Instagram at Real QCB. We're live on my YouTube channel. Go to YouTube. Type in the Real QCB. Subscribe. Bam, you got me inside the studio. We live. We're live on Facebook. Facebook folks, what up? We're live on my Facebook channel, The Real QCB. But hold on. I got to hear some ignorant.
Just generally speaking, and not here, but and not that this matters because this is here. But, you know, in other aspects of my life, we have people for 20, 30 years that work for me. Nobody ever leaves me.
That's 13,421 ways to listen to my show. If somebody comes up to me and says, well, Q, I heard you back on the radio, pal, but I simply don't know how to find your program. As soon as you say that nonsense, I'm going to go old school, the great Muda, and spit that green stuff that he had in his mouth the whole match and just spit it at the end. And he couldn't see. It blinded his opponent, but he had it in his mouth the whole match. Shout out to the great Muda, man. We got so much we're getting into today. It's a movie coming out this weekend. It came out late last night. I'm still kind of not really big on it because, you know, your boy in there, Will Smith, who slapped my man Chris Rock. But yes, Bad Boys 4 is coming out. I'm not going to see it. I'm still kind of upset. I'm not holding on to something. I'm still kind of upset over the Oscar slap. It's probably going to pop up on my movie channel in my mansion. My butler Nigel may alert me to it, but it's out. And I'm going to flip the script on you because I got the NBA playoffs to go talk about as well. Dan Hurley, man, ain't no way in the hell I'll take that Lakers job. We're going to talk about that too. I gave you the top 10, you know, sports, slow down. Us sports talk radio guys, we give you the top 10 list. Top 10, you know, sports movies and top 10 villains in a movie. Well, I hit home runs last year. I gave you top 10. I did top 10 cartoons, top 10 cereals. I was all over the place. Of course, I did top 10 cop duo and detectives, right? I don't have the list in front of me. But just something off the top of my head. You know, I had Will Smith and Martin Lawrence on there, Bad Boys. I also had Starsky and Hutch. I also had, I think Crockett and Tubbs was my number one. I had Hunter McCall. I had I had Tango and Cash. Y'all forgot about Tango and Cash. Yeah, Kurt Russell, Sylvester Stallone. You know your boy QCB, a movie buff. I was all over the place. And of course, it's something I'm not remembering, but I didn't have Darkwing Duck. Those are my cartoons. But anyway, I did the list. Well, now I'm going to flip it on you. Today, I'm going to give you QCB's top 10 worst, pronounce the T, worst cop detective duos. We're going to do that later. We may do it. I don't know. It's going to get done. My man Richard does What Happened on This Day back in the day. I'm going to replay that for you. coming up, and also the WHINER line we did, and the WHINER line is still open now. I'm replay the other one for you. So, I did a little Friday replay for you guys. Help me get home to that traffic, man, or if you're going to work, QCB got you. Anyway, so that's coming out. Not going to sit now, but I can't wait to bring out my list, and I'm going to put it on my social media pages that I just named, so y'all guys can comment on everything. I got more top 10 lists coming. Also, I'll probably do this one Monday. QCB's top 10 movie quotes of all time. That list was hard. That was a hard list to do, but I was able to do it together. I got some honorable mentions, and I'm going to put that on social media as well. So I got some fun stuff coming up for you guys, man, like I always do. But anyway, yes, let's get into the show. We got to kick it off. Stone Cold got a question for me. What up, Stone Z?
What did you do last night? What did you do? Maybe you can't hear me. There's a speaker right there. What did you do?
Well, Stone Cold, I did what the rest of the world did. I watched majority of the world. Watched game one of the NBA Finals, and I saw the Boston Celtics come out on fire. They had Porzingis back, and they played bad. I mean, they played good. They had 6 players in double figures. It was unreal. They just came out. They clicked on all cylinders. For him to come back, for Porzingis to come back like that and not miss a beat, to come back and then put the type of performance he had. I mean, he didn't even start the game. He dropped 20 off the bench. So I thought it was quite impressive. Kyrie Irving and the Mavericks, listen, you're going to have them kind of games. And the best part of how them games is not in the game 6 or in the game 7. If you're going to get your ass kicked, get your ass kicking game out the way early. And they did it. They was horrendous. I mean, Kyrie Irving shot 19 times, scored 12 points. That was terrible. So, hey, that's just what it was. They got their bad game out the way. Turnovers was not an issue for the Mavericks. They just shot horrible, man. They shot bad from the field, under 42%. It was terrible. They shot 63% from the free throw line. I mean, they had 11 turnovers, but still 63% from the free throw line. Ugh. That ain't good at all. So that's what I did last night. Looking forward to game 2. Not going to spend too much time on it. Game 1s, they do mean something. I'm not finna sit here and act as if they don't mean something. Game 1s in the NBA Finals do mean something. So, hey, they at 1-0. We're going to see what it is. All that, I don't talk the series is over until a team is down 3 games. I mean, I know that may be like, well, Q, of course it's over. Well, that's when I speak of a series being over. Now, game 1 is just game 1. You got the first game, obviously. Game 2, whoever's down, if they don't win, they're down 0-2, you're in trouble. Your head is still above water. You're still Leonardo DiCaprio on that on that piece of wood at the end of Titanic. That's game 2. Even though he didn't get pulled up, but still. Well, okay, I said you Kate Winslet on that wood because she had the game. Yeah, because he never got on the top. So you Kate Winslet in game 2 if you're down 2 games or nothing in the series because she did get rescued. So game 1's game 1. Bit of a blowout. They tried to make a game of it. They cut it down late in the third quarter, but hey, man, it just Boston just went crazy. I mean, it was a close second half, far as scores go, if you add up the scores in the second half, but they just hit better shots, and then Dallas, they just wasn't clicking last night. You have them type of game, so that's what it is. So I still got the Mavericks winning in 6 or 7. I know that's playing both sides, but I'm not picking 2 teams. I got the Mavericks in 6 or 7. That's just what it is. That's my prediction. Speaking of basketball, so my Laker guy hit me up. What you think about the Dan Hurley going? I said, wait a minute. I thought you wanted JJ Redick. First of all, I thought that would be a bad hire. I thought you wanted JJ Redick. No, we want Hurley now. You gonna talk about it on your show? I said, I'll talk about it for you tomorrow. If I'm Dan Hurley and someone asks me about taking that Lakers job,
No, 1,000 times! No!
Ain't no way in the hell I'm going out there to coach that damn Lakers job. Well, it's the Lakers here, historic franchise in all of sports. They have so many rings and legends. I know they do. You're right. I'm not going out there. I wouldn't touch that job with a damn 10-foot pole. Number one, LeBron James is still going to be, you're coaching LeBron James. If I'm Dan Hurley and how I have it going on in college basketball, why in the bleep will I leave there and go coach the Lakers when Lakers recently have been firing successful coaches? They firing them. Ain't no way. I'm starting it off with a sentence where ain't no way I'm taking that job. Dude, you're the king of college basketball the last 2 years. You're on top of the men's college basketball mountain. Dan Hurley did something in college basketball that hadn't been done in years. Years. Why in the hell would I leave there? You're ruling college basketball. I'm pretty sure the recruitment isn't a problem. I'm pretty sure you have another good team coming back. And the way these kids are jumping into these portals and going for the most money and all that nonsense, UConn is still going to be picked to go to the Final Four or try to three-peat. Me, I would at least try to three-peat. Dan Hurley is, I'm so glad I ain't said Bobby Hurley yet. Now I want to jinx myself. Dan Hurley is in such a good situation right now because, okay, say he's going to stay. I'm staying. And he's going to go try to three-peat, right? He could fall on his face. They could win 10 games. They could win 5. But guess what? He still will have multiple job offers if he say, gosh, yeah, we tried the 3P, but I want to go to the NBA now. Man, you know how our phones will be ringing? His agent? They will be coming out of nowhere to sign, I almost said it, sign Dan Hurley. I'm just going to say Coach Hurley. So he's good either way it go. He's playing with house money. Back-to-back national championship, pay raise, got money, still young. He's only 51, still young. A lot of coaching left in him. There's no way in the hell I'll rush to go coach, especially coach the Lakers, that arrogant, pompous, and I do mean pompous, LeBron James. That's no way. Ask Darvin Ham about coaching LeBron James. Darvin Ham only got 2 years as a Laker. 2 years. 2 years. Went to the playoffs both years. Both years he went to the playoffs. First year, he got into the conference finals. First round, they beat the Grizzlies 4-2. Second round, they sent Steph and them home 4-2. Lost, got swept by the Denver Nuggets. His first year as head coach of the Lakers. And guess what the Nuggets did that season? After they swept, they won a NBA Finals championship. Okay. Darvin Ham, let's run it back. You had a successful first year. I mean, you won 43 games, but still, you went to the conference finals. And you lost, you got swept by the team who ended up winning the NBA Finals, who would make them the best team in the league, championship-wise. His second year, Lakers head coach, Darvin Ham goes back to the playoffs. Now, he's only been there 1 year. First year, went to the playoffs, won the first round, won the second round, was 1 round away from going to the finals, got swept by the Denver Nuggets, who ended up winning the NBA Finals. That's fine. Okay, cool. That's a damn good first year. Not trying to get no participation trophies. That's a good first year. The Charlotte Hornets would love to go to the Eastern Conference Finals and get swept. Okay, second year, Darvin Ham goes back to the playoffs, but this time he loses 4-1 in the first round to the reigning NBA champion, Denver Nuggets, who swept them last year on the way to win the championship. Fired. And you think I'm Dan Hurley? I'm finna go deal with that? There's no way in the hell I'm gonna go deal with that. If I'm Dan Hurley, they coming in and LeBron James, if LeBron James even touched my arm.
Get your hands off me.
If Anthony Davis grabs me.
Get your hands off me.
If Jenny Buss, I'm gonna do it lightly, I need to talk to you.
Get your hands off me.
I'm not going. Man, I just won back-to-back national championships in college. I'm the king of college basketball right now. I'm not going nowhere. I'm good here. Because guess what? The NBA ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. So even if I'm going to try to three-peat, I'm going to try to make history again. I'm Dan Hurley. I'm going to try to three-peat. That's what I'm going to try to do. So even in this upcoming year, and he win 11 or 15 games, or don't even make the tournament, or whatever, how one of them horrible Matt Doherty years when he was going to get up out of Carolina, just a horrible year. He still would be probably the most sought out coach that of next year. Because, you know, the coaches' leashes, man, in sports, y'all know I keep saying this from day one. The coaches' leashes in sports are so small. So small. There's no way in the hell I'm going to hey, 704-78986 and leave your comment, talk some trash on the one line, 704-227. Hold on, wait, before we go to break. Hold on, Cool G Rap. Wait, I'm picking right back where we left off. Because you're going to the road to the riches. I ain't mentioned my girl Caitlin Clark yet. Have her. Oh, yeah, still Caitlin Clark's world. We just living in it. Yeah. Angel Reese got ejected, didn't she? Oh, okay. Did she speak to the media? Nope. Wait a minute, it's her second time not speaking to the media? Oh, okay. Caitlin Clark got destroyed. She scored like -3 points. Did she not talk to the media? Oh, she did? Oh, okay. Did she get smart with the media? Oh, okay. She said she got to get better. Oh, okay. I just want to double check. Make sure I'm still not out of my damn mind. Caitlin Clark, she has an effed up attitude. Anyway, I found this clip. I forgot about this clip before we head to the break. Because coming up after the break, I'm going to start the list. QCB's top 10 worst cop duo detectives in honor of the Bad Boys' fourth installment of their franchise. I'm not saying they bad detectives. They good detectives. I gave you a top 10 best duo detectives and cops last year. I'm just going to flip it on you. That's all. But this is what I forgot Don Staley said this. My button tonight just brought this to me. I forgot when he fixed me some Yorkshire pudding. I forgot Don Staley had said this about Caitlin Clark while she was wearing confetti and a championship hat a few months ago on stage in front of the world. This was a black coach. So some people want to bring race into it. This is what she said about Caitlin Clark.
Oh, Don wants to say one more thing. And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport.
What?
She carried a heavy load for our sport. And it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.
What? Man, hey, you know what, man? Hey, man. Hey, this rest, you may cross-examine, prosecute. Hey, man, I'm going to break, man. We'll be right back on Live with the QCB. Fox Sports Radio Charlotte, being proudly brought to you by RBC Wealth Management. Shout out to my guy, Doug. And coming up after the break, I got QCB'S. We're going to dive in. Top 10 worst cop duo detectives coming up on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Let's go. Yes, sir. Nice little Friday song. Welcome back live with QCB. Got us on FoxSportsRadioShow.com. I'll see you in your cars. I'll see you nodding your head. Damn, QCB, that was a dope ass first segment you did. All good. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Just go back what I said. I definitely wouldn't jump at that opportunity to coach the Lakers. You don't take the first joint anyway unless you're just desperate. Listen, I don't need to go down the list of coaches who failed and won at the next level. I could tell you about Patino or Larry Brown. I just have too much of a good thing if I'm Dan Hurley. I don't know why I would be in such a hurry to go up there, and the way coaches are getting successful coaches are getting canned, getting up out of there. As you know, and then the Lakers, that arrogant pompous LeBron, man, please. Hell no. And you still won't be one of the best teams in the West. You won't be. You won't be better than Denver. You won't be better than Minnesota. You won't be better than freaking OKC. You'll just be battling with Golden State to be a lower seeding, impossible playing game. It just, listen, Hurley, I give you if you got NBA aspirations to coach there, but right now, Ali's trying to make history again. Winning back-to-back titles the first time in over 20 years, maybe 30 years. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but I'll try to three-peat. That's just what I would try to do. And then the NBA, they want you now. They're going to want you again. You see guys supposed to be number one draft picks, go back in the draft, come back, either go number one or his draft slipped. You still may go top 5. But I'm just saying, Dan Hurley's case, the way they want him now, and if he says, hey, I'm going to go to the NBA and try to head coach, I'm open for business, man, his agent will get flooded with calls. So, hey, Hurley, stay where you at, brother. Ain't no way. They just, and I didn't even bring up Vogel. Even though I don't count that as a championship, that bubble, that's just me. Charlotte, that's just me. Vogel won a damn NBA championship. Bubble, asterisk. Next year, he lost in the first round, fired. Man, they could kiss every part of him. There's no way I'm going. He's going to the damn playoffs. They going.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
And they getting, hey, leave that alone. Leave that alone. Because let me tell you something. Danny Hurley, if I find out you take the Lakers job, I'm going to go to the Lakers office. I'm going to ask you a question.
Why are you here?
Ain't nowhere in the hell. Let's see what Shannon Sharp talking about.
He just wrote a speech. Hell, I thought that was General Lee at Appomattox Courthouse, writing a surrender. I give up. The Confederacy, when they gave up Appomattox in Virginia, Skip, and General Lee.
I know all about
Okay, then. So that's what it sounds like to me.
What in the blue hell was that?
What the hell was that?
Shannon, you got to give me one more, Shannon.
If it's between two people, I shouldn't have interference from someone else to say we need to get together. The two people, either she reaches out to me or I reach out to her. I don't need you to intervene. But you felt the need to intervene in that, but now you don't feel the intervention to go any further.
What in the blue hell was that?
What the hell was that?
All right. Let's go for the trifecta.
I like my women like basketball. One-on-one and as little dribbling as possible. I'm going to the paint. I'm going to back them down, Ocho. I'm backing them down. That's all I want, Ocho. That's all I want, Ocho. It ain't no team. No.
What in the blue hell was that?
What the hell was that?
Hey. All right, well, let's slide to the part I want to do. Let's go. Bad boys. Hold on, all my stuff. What the music? I need to get the music behind me. Come on, sound guy. There we go. All right. In honor of this week's release of Bad Boys 4, QCB, summertime, I gave you some top 10 lists. And, hey, I may have to bring back that damn top 10. I did top 10 Nintendo games, and I did top 10 cartoons. But I may have to do something, because Notes keep bringing up these cartoons. He's a 90s cartoon guy. I keep telling the 80s cartoons are the best. But that's another story. But I got some more lists coming up for you. So here we go. Last year I gave you QCB's top 10 best cop detective duos. Well, today I'm flipping the script. QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos. Let's go. Coming in at number 10. 2005 film starring Samuel L. Jackson and Eugene Levy. It was called The Man. The Man.
What in the blue hell was that?
This movie was quadruple garbage. Even though Eugene Levy, he was a dentist, Samuel L. Jackson was undercover cop, and Samuel, you know, he needed him for to help the case. This movie was awful. And this Eugene off all this American Pie fame. And let me say this, a little side note, if in one of my detective worst cop duos, they both don't have to be cops. Like Eugene was 11, but if he happened on with the crime, you consider it a buddy cop movie. So that's coming in number 10. It was terrible. The Man. Coming in at number 9 in QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos, 2010 film starring Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. Something called Cop Out.
What the hell was that?
I don't know what that was. This movie was so bad that Hollywood almost removed Bruce Willis's Die Hard film trilogies from his resume, like the NCAA did the Michigan's five banners. This is how horrible this movie was. This movie was terrible. Again, in honor of Bad Boy 4 coming out, last year I gave you QCB's top 10 cop detective duos. This year I'm giving you top 10 worst cop detective duos. Coming in number 10 was 2005 film The Man starring Eugene Levy and Samuel L. Jackson. Coming in at number 9 was the 2010 film starring Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan, Cop Out. Coming in at number 8, the 2014 film starring Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr., Let's Be Cops. How about Let's Be a Horrible Movie?
What the hell was that?
Don't know what it was, Stephen A. Even though they was fake cops and they put on uniforms at a costume party, the premise was good, but this movie was 100% ass cheese. It was quadruple garbage. Let's go back. Coming in at number 7, 1988. The film starred Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jim Belushi. The name of the film, Red Heat. Now, hold on. Let me tell you. Schwarzenegger was a cop from the Soviet Union. The bad guy he was chasing was from the Soviet Union. He made his way to Chicago, where Jim Belushi was a detective. Of course, Belushi was saying all kind of American jokes. He was trying to be funny. It just wasn't working. Schwarzenegger was coming off of killing everything. He killed 100 men in Commando. He was in The Running Man, The Predator. Like, this is 88. This one Schwarzenegger was like, you know, I mean, I'm talking about I'll Be Back. That's Schwarzenegger. He was all over the place. They ran the 80s. Him, Stallone, and Bruce Willis and flowed over to the 90s, but then you threw Eddie Murphy in there. That's how dope Eddie Murphy was. But anyway, so and Schwarzenegger had a damn box haircut. That's first of all. He had a damn box haircut. So his haircut was comedy by itself. That's just what it was. But anyway, so yeah. These guys, Arnold Schwarzenegger he had so many hits in the 80s, but this right here wasn't one of them. Let's go to number 6 on QCB's top 10 cop detective worst duos. 2013 was the year. The film starred Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, something called The Heat. I gave you Red Heat. This was called The Heat. Now, hold on, listen. I'm a fan of both ladies. I am. Both these ladies can be great on their own as lead actresses, okay? We saw what Sandra Bullock did when she co-starred with Keanu Reeves in Speed and Miss Congeniality and all that. Melissa McCarthy, she had her run when she was on the top, one of the funniest ladies in Hollywood. But together, this movie was quadruple garbage. Horrible duos. Coming in at number 5 on QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos. The year 2017, the film starring Will Smith and a damn alien. It was straight to Netflix. It was called Bright. This movie helped us out because it was during the pandemic. I get it. Okay. And this was probably one of the movies that started having big name stars like Will Smith and putting them straight to Netflix. Because we hadn't really seen it before. Like, damn, he got a new movie coming out. This not on Tubi, on them other channels or whatever. But Will Smith, he went straight to Netflix with this. So I was like, damn, okay. Will Smith got a movie going straight to Netflix. All right, cool. And then it started a trend. I think this is one of the earliest ones. I'm not talking about Nicolas Cage. I'm talking about somebody who's first of all, Nicolas Cage, my guy, one of the best Christmas movies out there, and The Family Man, which I love. Him and Don Cheadle. And that damn, what's the name? Tia Leone? I think I said the name right. Anyway, listen. Will Smith, I think Bright kind of started that trend. If it wasn't the first, it was one of the first ones that was came straight to Netflix. We were like, damn, these big stars putting movies straight to Netflix because nobody going to the theater. It was shut down. So anyway, shout out for them to doing that. But this movie was terrible. Horrible duo. I couldn't really keep looking at that guy, the alien face, and eat. I just couldn't do both at the same time. It was terrible. Horrible. But listen. Do I got one more for him up against the break? How much time we got? Let's see. Okay, hold on. We're almost up against the break. Oh, no, I got time. Here we go. Number 4, 1992. The film starred Sylvester Stallone and Estelle Getty, who played Mom from the Golden Girls. The name of this horrible cop duo movie was Stop or My Mom Would Shoot. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. This movie was terrible. Listen, in this movie, Sylvester Stallone had one of the nosiest damn mamas in the world. Fictional or real. She was interfering with his business. Shotguns and stuff. Listen, shout out to Estelle Getty. Rest in peace. I mean, I know she was coming off the Golden Girls fame because before then, I don't know what she's been in. Of course, she had the makeup on the gray. She wasn't even gray, I don't think, on really gray in Golden Girls. Of course, it was a wig, but I'm just saying. I think she may have been the youngest out the whole cast. But this movie was horrible. Stop or My Mom Would Shoot. Then they had Throw Mama from the Train. Just y'all sound like Eminem, just hating your damn mama. But she was coming off the Golden Girls fame, so hey, if they want to give her opportunity to make a movie, she did. Sylvester Stallone, he kind of slowed down a little bit, and hey, you gotta have them kind of movies every once in a while, I guess. Here we go. QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos. We down to 3. Number 3, the year 1993. The film starring Burt Reynolds and something called Norman D. Golden II. Name of the movie, Cop and a Half.
What in the blue hell was that?
Cop and a Half. Y'all remember Burt Reynolds? Had the little brother on there. Like he was about 7 years old. He had a little afro like Arnold from Different Strokes. I thought it was a spinoff of Different Strokes. Dude still had a damn afro. When the trailer came out, I couldn't believe it.
This is a joke, right? This is a practical joke, right?
The little boy saw murder and he told the detectives, hey, I help y'all solve it if y'all let me be a police officer. I don't know what sergeant gave clearance for a 6-year-old to do a ride on to help solve a damn case. This was horrible. This was damn horrible.
This is a joke, right? This is a practical joke, right?
Oh, man, that was terrible. Coming in at number 2 on QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos, The year was 2004. The film starring Marlon and Shawn Wayans, White Chicks.
This is a joke, right? This is a practical joke, right?
This may have been one of the dumbest movies ever made. Like white chicks. First of all, they didn't even look like white girls. I don't know what race they were supposed to look like. The movie The Mask. Not the Jim Carrey one, but the real life portrayal of the guy who had that deformed face. That's what it looked like. I said, what the hell is this? White chicks. That movie was super corny.
This is a joke, right? This is a practical joke, right?
That movie was terrible, man. You not gonna listen. Fan of the Wayans, okay? Love, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Kenan Ivory, he came to Hollywood first. Got with Robert Townsend. They did Partners in Crime on HBO for like a few years. Damon Wayans, first time I see him, he may be the funniest one to do stand-up. Marlon and Sean. I like the Wayans brothers with John Witherspoon, and great show. Funny show. Classic lines. Fashion was 90s fashion. Damon Wayans did My Wife and Kids. I get it. I get it. His son, he's on, that's fun. I'm just saying there's a damn uncle and nephew on the same list. So I'm just saying, fan of the Wayans, Living Color, all that good stuff. But you couldn't do Living Color no more. I mean, Damon Wayans had a character called Handyman, a handicapped superhero. He had his hands and talking all crazy. Not crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? Talking like he was handicapped. And that's no way. You couldn't do that now. You couldn't do that now. You just couldn't do that now. Living Color, you couldn't do it now. But anyway, this movie was horrible. This was quadruple. White Chicks, man. And coming in at number one on QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos, 1972 TV show. Real names was Howard Platt and Hal Williams. Their character names, Officer Smitty and Officer Hoppy. Sanford and Son. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Listen. These was the laziest, goofiest cops ever. First of all, they never solved anything. They would get the call. They would go to the junkyard and talk to, hey, what's going on, Fred? Hey, you know, I'm a hop. And he would do the little jokes and gotta leave. Split. Oh, yeah, gotta split and all that. We get it. We get it. The little black, white jokes, that was funny. The talking jive and all that. They didn't solve a damn thing. What did they solve? Remember the episode when they ate all the weed? And Lamont and Rollo had to dispose the evidence, and Hoppy and Smitty was eating the weed. They thought it was like a good salad. They never solved anything. What did they solve? Man, they didn't solve nothing. Y'all stop it. Yeah, I put them on there. They're the worst cop detective duo on QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos list. They was the damn worst. All right, I ain't taking no for an answer. All right, keep it locked right here, man. I'm going to slide to the break. We'll be right back about live with the QCB. Come on, man. Y'all know that was horrible. Don't look at me like that. And, yeah, and I'm going to put this on social media, too. All right? I haven't said on my Instagram, I don't know if I'm going to see Bad Boys 4. Me neither. I'm still mad at Will Smith, man. But anyway, that's QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos. I'm going to put this on social media. And, hey, got a comment, hit me up, 704-227-8986, and leave your comment on the WHINER line, 704-227-8668. We'll be right back more live with the QCB, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Man, enjoy your damn Friday. Welcome back live with the QCB. Got us on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Make sure you check me out live online at foxsportsradiocharlotte.com, man. I just gave you QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos. I ran down a list for you. I'm going to do it real quick. It was 2005 film The Man, 2010 film Cop Out, 2014 film Let's Be Cops, 1988 film Red Heat, 2013 The Heat, 2017 film Bright, 1992 film Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, 1993 film Cop and a Half, and 2004 film White Chicks was maybe it made money, one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And 1972 TV show, the two officers from Sanford and Son, Officer Smitty and Officer Hoppy, they was cool, I get it. They didn't solve a damn thing. They was horrible cops, horrible. And let me say this before we slide to the break. Yeah, you look Caitlin Clark people, I got something for you, what Don Staley said. I forgot about this one.
Oh, Don wants to say one more thing.
And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport, and it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Don't think that's not in my back pocket. We'll slide to the break. Coming right back on the other side, live with the QCB, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Quincy, what up, babe? It is live with the QCB on your radio, Fox Sports Radio show to be exact. Number to the show to join the conversation. That's easy money. 704-227-8986. Or drop a line on the WHINER line, 704-227-8668. And I'll play them around 5:30. Catch me live online at foxsportsradioshow.com. foxsportsradioshow.com. Click listen live. You got live with the QCB. Also catch me on your radio station HD channel 2s, all right? You got one, you got all of them. 104.7 HD2, 97.9 HD2, 95.1 HD2, or 101.9 HD2. The signal is stronger than them WWF wrestlers on steroids in the 80s. It's stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie Commando. It's stronger than Kurt Russell in Big Trouble in Little China. It's stronger than Malcolm Jamal Warner cheekbones on the Cosbys. It's stronger than Morning Breath. It's stronger than Sly Stallone in the movie Over the Top. Come and find me on your radio station HD2 like Indiana Jones found those kids in the Temple of Doom. We live online on my Twitter page at Real QCB. Follow me. Leave a comment. We're live on Instagram right now, Real QCB. We're live on Facebook, The Real QCB. We're live on my YouTube channel, The Real QCB. That's 13,421 ways to listen to my show. If somebody comes up to me and says, well, Q, I heard you back on the radio, pal, but I simply don't know how to find your program. As soon as you say that nonsense, I'm going old school. I'm going to give you them junkyard dog, JYD headbutt right where you stand. My man on my YouTube channel, Pocket Full of De Niro Beat, said Cop and a Half was a classic movie. Rest in peace, Burt Reynolds 100. Stop it. Now, you're not going to find no bigger Burt Reynolds fan than me now. Come on. Now, you stop it. I'll go back to when Burt Reynolds was on, come on, Q. It wasn't a Rifleman. Wasn't he on Gunsmoke? Was it a Rifleman or Gunsmoke? In the movie Gator, of course, we know the classic one he had when he was in the woods. I can't think of it right now. I can't think of it. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and that guest appearance he made at the end of a Golden YouTube Burt Reynolds Golden Girls. That was cool how he came in and took Estelle Getty out to dinner. It was crazy. Which one's the slut? I am. It was classic. Yes. So Cop and a Half, what Cop and a Half? Cop and a Half was number 3. Burt Reynolds, and the brother name was Norman D. Golden II. Hey, okay, listen. Before I throw it to back in the day, replay with my man Richie Rich, Dan Hurley. I reiterate, like I did the first hour, do not take that Lakers job. You will be a fool to take that Lakers job. You own college basketball right now. The NBA ain't going nowhere, at least until LeBron James leaves. They fired their last 2 coaches. They was in the playoffs. One was a NBA Finals appearance. I mean, one won the NBA Finals. He got fired the next year after making the playoffs. Then the next one that came, Darvin Ham, was there 2 years, and all he did both years was go to the playoffs. First year, he made a deep run to the conference finals. He got swept by the team who ended up winning the NBA Finals. Then his next year, he went back to the playoffs, increased his wins, you hear that keyword? Increased his wins, went back to the playoffs, lost to the reigning NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets at the time, but they still the reigning champions. 4-1 first round. Fired. There's no way in Bill Cosby's empty medicine cabinet would I take that damn job and I just won back-to-back national championships in college, UConn, something that hadn't been done in over 30 years or whatever. And I have an opportunity to three-peat. Like I said last hour, Hurley can win 6 games, announce he's want to go to the NBA, and at least 10 teams will roll out the red carpet for him. At least 10. There's no way. It's the Lakers. I know damn well who it is. Hurley, don't do it.
No, 1,000 times! No!
That damn LeBron James, that arrogant, pompous, and I do mean pompous, piece of NBA. That's no way. No way. What? Now, him and JJ Redick drinking wine, let them get that all over them. Ain't no way I would take that job. You're the king of college basketball right now. It took you a while to get here, Dan Hurley. It took now people asking about you being is that Bobby Hurley brother? Like you're the Hurley now. What are you doing? You made history. Your money is important in the situation of coaching and successful. I get that, but it's not an issue. Connecticut, if they haven't taken care of you, gonna take care of you. There's no way I'm going to the NBA right now. I know Patino struggled, Larry Brown didn't. We could name them. I'm not gonna bore you with that. Who was successful, who wasn't successful. We know that's a hard jump. In the NFL is maybe five coaches who were successful in the NFL from college. So I'm just saying that to say, dude, Dan Hurley, I'm staying in Connecticut. I'm staying in the world of college basketball, what you own. You're on the top of the mountain, back-to-back championships, chance to three-peat. So what if you go and stink it up this season? You can stay there. I'm pretty sure if you want to go, so hey, you go get the Kentucky job. Wherever you want to go, you're good. But that damn Laker job, they just fired 2 successful coaches. They just fired 2 successful coaches. 2 of them. Back-to-back stints. I don't really count the bubble as the championship. I hate it. I'm just me. Vogel got you a ring. You fired him the next year after making the playoffs. Lost in the first round. I get it. Shouldn't have fired him. Here come Darvin Ham, and all he do to you in the 2 years he was there. First year, he go to the conference finals, get swept by the team who won. In the second year, he increases win total, go to the first round, loses, and gets fired. Man, please. Amigo, por favor. Ain't no way in the hell I'm taking that job. What else I got going on today? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to play this throughout my show because I still got some Caitlin Clark idiots. I still got some. What we're finna do, play my little clip with Don, because I forgot Dawn Staley had said that. All this time, I forgot Dawn Staley said that after they won a national championship. Well, she had to say it. No, she didn't. She didn't have to say anything. She could have said, hey, hats off the hour, what she said, but she specifically made a point to point out Caitlin Clark, and she's a black woman doing it. So you want to throw the race in it? I forgot. Oh, my butler Nigel. I'm going to give him a raise. Because he said, well, Q, you know, damn, I said, she did say that. I'm using that tomorrow. Yeah. Here's the clip and the replay of Reach will happen today. Come up after this, we got the Whiners. Let's go. Hold on, wait, whoa, hold on, whoa, I'm losing my damn breath. I'm losing my breath. Hey, I had to take it back real quick. Welcome back live with the QCB. Got us on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Check me out live online at foxsportsradiocharlotte.com, man. Woo. Man, come on, Luke. Man, I ain't Luke. See you, brother. Where we go? Oh, here we go. Where we going today? Before I slide to some whiners, man. Deontay Wilder. Yeah. Listen, I don't think he lost again. Lost again. And in boxing, when you lose, especially if it's TK or whatever, only way not to get embarrassed in boxing and losing is just make it to the decision. They raise your damn, you know what I'm saying? When they stop the fight, TKO, that's embarrassing. Getting knocked out is damn sure embarrassing. So, hey, we could talk about it when I'm in the ring. I'm just saying it was horrible to watch. And this thing, and Deontay Wilder, I don't think you need to retire. He needs to retire, but it's close. It's close. Not yet. Something called, who beat him? Joseph Parker. Something called Joseph Parker whooped him. And when it comes to Joseph Parker,
Who in the blue hell are you?
I've never heard of him. I've heard of Peter Parker. I've heard of that, was the 80s TV show, Parker Lewis Can't Lose. I've heard of that. Jabari Parker, who played at Duke, now he's with the Bucks, now he's overseas crying in the interview. But Joseph Parker, I've never heard of him. Heard of the Parkers, the TV show. But Joseph Parker, never heard of him. Just shout out to Joseph Parker. But listen, he's 43-4-1, Deontay Wilder. Not a bad record. Hopefully he could win a few more fights. Makes pretty good money so far. He got $10 million with his first fight with Fury, and a combined $40 million for the next 2 fights. You know, tell her how much he got paid with this fight we just had just now. Deontay Wilder, well, as far as his big money fights, yeah, I think that's kind of out the window there, brother. I think that's out the window now. You trying to get these big paydays. I don't know where you're going to get that at, brother.
How about fantasy land?
Maybe, but now I think that's out the window. But Deontay Wilder definitely don't need to retire. He's a 43-4-1 is pretty damn good, y'all. Now, when you start losing consecutively, kind of looks bad on you. I get it. Then to retire in the way he's losing, I just don't. My man on my Instagram, E. Saunders 74 said no, he needs to retire. He just lost 2 back-to-back bouts. I don't think he needs to retire. I'm not saying he has a $90 million payday waiting on him or another $40 million. He may get a few million now. I mean, I think he's still 43-4-1. He deserves to get a few million, 5 million. He may get 10 again. I don't know. I don't think the guy needs to retire. It wasn't that horrible. Like, he got knocked out. I mean, not knocked out. You know, he got his ass kicked, got knocked down. My man Gary Bro, WCCB, said he's done with big money fights. No one with name recognition who also wants a title shot will fight him. Too much risk with no reward. Well, if he needs to retire, wouldn't you just fight him and just whoop him anyway? I mean, wouldn't you do that? If he just but GB, are you saying he should retire as well? I think the guy, he still has a name on him. He still got a name on him. He just hasn't been winning as of late. He still has a name on him. You can't lose back-to-back fights, man, and say you need to retire. He ain't looked that bad at him. Come on, y'all. Fury just got his butt whooped. But I will say this about Deontay. He's an excuse-making bastard. Oh, he's making an excuse now. I got his quote up here. Where's his quote? Hold on. I hope I ain't got rid of it. I got his quote up here. I'm going to read it verbatim, what he said about the fight. Oh, I got to pull it up again. Hold on. Give me a second. I got to put. As a matter of fact, all you Caitlin Clark haters, listen to this right quick while I pull up this quote so y'all won't hear data. This is for you haters out there.
Oh, Don wants to say one more thing.
And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport, and it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.
That was just Don Staley who said that, who in the midst of winning another championship, black woman. You want to bring race? That's all it was. Nevertheless, this is what Deontay Wilder said. Now, he'll make up a damn excuse now. Now, this is whack on his part. He make up a damn excuse. He said, and I quote, "It was a boring fight. Nothing really happened." Okay. Now, see, he still don't need to retire. This is just him being an idiot and not taking the L. It was a boring fight. Nothing really happened. I went back to training the next day. He really didn't do nothing. You know what? Okay. I need to read this with something behind, something foolishness behind it, because he talking like a damn idiot. Let's go. There we go. That's perfect. Here we go. It was a boring fight. Nothing really happened. I went right back to training the next day. He really didn't do nothing. They just went off the little flurries or whatever. In the training for that, I had to travel 2 times, 20 hours of traveling. And those guys were already in Europe. They were only 2-3 hours away. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying what I had to go through. You know what, Deontay Wilder? Now, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. My man Gary Bro said, okay, he said he shouldn't retire, but if you're a big name fighter, why fight him? Okay, now, GB, I appreciate that. Now, I'm not saying his big money days are over. Right now, he's still gonna make a good living in his next bout because, I mean, you got Adrian Broner who's still trying to box. You know, he talking about his press conference shoots. He got dudes there who ready to shoot somebody. Just people crazy, man. But nah, Deontay Wilder, man, listen. I interviewed you down at the Super Bowl a few years ago to Mercedes-Benz when the Super Bowl was in Atlanta. So I'm gonna post that video. I'm post that video up as well. But no, I don't think he should retire. Got his ass kicked, he did, but I think he got something left in him. I'd like to see him fight against, maybe get him another. The guy got a lot of boxing left in him. So hell, Fury's still fighting. You think Fury should retire? Man, I ain't never seen it. He made love to them ropes. He hit all the corners of the ropes. Shout out to the people putting them rings together, because he's a giant of a man. And the way his knees was gone, he was leaning on them ropes. Man, boy, them damn ropes something, boy. They something. All right, before we slide to the one line, let me say this again, man. Dan Hurley, do not take that Lakers job. You're the king of college basketball, back-to-back champion. Why in the world would you take that Lakers job and go coach an arrogant, pompous LeBron James who got his last two? Who got his last 2 coaches fired. His last 2 coaches got fired who made the playoffs. Yeah, one guy in Darvin Ham who went to the Western Conference Finals, got swept by the team who won the finals. Then next year, again, he increases win total, go back to the playoffs, losing the first round, and he still got fired. Vogel, I don't think that championship count me, but still, they hung that banner in L.A., so Jeannie Buss got another title under her wrist, on a ring or whatever. Fired Vogel after making the playoffs again, after winning the bubble championship. So, listen, the NBA is not going nowhere. I would try to, Dan Hurley, I would try a three-peat. Try to three-peat. If you win one game, it's still going to be about 10 NBA teams who would want your service. They'll roll out that red carpet for you. So do not do that. All right. Here's some whiners for you SOBs out there, man. Love y'all. Let's go. Welcome back live with the QCB. Got me on FoxSportsRadioCharlotte.com. Make sure you check me out live online at FoxSportsRadioCharlotte.com. Oh, man, Oweiner's crazy. Ain't they crazy? I'm telling you, man, they something. That Don Staley. Now, when I put it Don Staley, what's the response going to be now? Oh, she just said, because she didn't have to say that. She had already shouted out our, but she said, no. My girl Shelly, what's the ESPN lady name? Shelly's, I forgot her last name, but she was like, wait a minute, what is it Smith? Shelly Smith? Anyway, she was like, oh, Coach Staley has something else to say. But hey, and that's just what it is. Y'all got to get it to him. You can't keep fighting me on it. You got to say, you know what, Q? You're right. It's easy. You can't win them all, brother. But listen, let's I did this earlier in the show. I'm gonna put out on social media in honor of Bad Boys 4 out. Listen, these things have been hugely successful. Bad Boys 1, $19 million budget, made $141 million. Bad Boys 2 made $46 million the opening week in 2003 and went on to make $273 worldwide. And 17 years later, the third installment made the most so far at $426 million globally. So Oscar slap, I don't know what's going to happen with the numbers. We're going to see. I'm going to hold off on going to see it, but I'm going to let everything. But anyway, yeah, I gave you QCB's top 10 best cop duo detective duos, right, last year. I mean, I gave you Starsky and Hutch, and I had Martin and Will in here, and I had Hunter and McCall. I had Tango and Cash. I think I had Cagney and Lacey. Like, I had a lot of them. But now, I flipped it on you. I gave you the worst duos. Yeah. So Blake, here's QCB's real quick because I'm gonna give you a short version since you're just tuning in. QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos. Coming in at number 10, the 2000 film starring Samuel Jackson and Eugene Levy, The Man. That movie was horrible. 2010, Bruce Willis, Tracy Morgan, Cop Out. That was horrible. 2014, starring Jake Johnson and Damon Wayans Jr., Let's Be Cops. That was quadruple garbage. 1988, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Belushi, Red Heat. It was bad. 2013, starring Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy, The Heat. That was horrible. 2017 film starring Will Smith and an alien. It was called Bright. It went straight to Netflix. That one, my eyes couldn't believe what I seen. They just.
What the hell was that?
Where are we? 1992. This is number 4, QCB's top 10 worst cop detectives duos. 1992 film starring Sylvester Stallone and Estelle Getty. Stop, or my mom will shoot. Huh?
What the hell was that?
Horrible. 93, just number 3, 1993 film starring Burt Reynolds and that little kid, Norman D. Golden II, Cop and a Half. That was awful. Number 2, 2004 film starring Marlon and Shawn Wayans, White Chicks. This may be the worst movie ever made. Ever. It made money. It made its money back. I think it tripled its box office, ended up over $100 million, cost like $19 million to make. It killed it, but this movie was terrible. And coming in at number 1, QCB's top 10 worst cop detective duos. It's a TV show. Had 2 cops on it, Officer Smitty and Officer Hoppy, Sanford and Son. They was cool, they was funny, but them bastards was lazy and they ain't solved a crime. All right, listen, I'm up out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see y'all right back here Monday live with the QCB. All right, Kayla, Kobe, take me home. Don't remember, live with the QCB is proudly being brought to you by RBC Wealth Management. We out, son.
Get it with it. Goodbye.
I want to talk sports with somebody. I want to hear the facts from somebody. Yeah, talk sports with somebody. With